Hello everybody, and today I am going to be doing a video on makeup for people who go to school and who go to college. So this is one of my most requested videos ever. Like, honestly, if this video was requested anymore, I would probably only make this video. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing this video, because you guys want to know. And I understand that when transitioning through school and college, it's very difficult and you want to get the perfect makeup look. Now this makeup look is just a standard makeup look, but it looks in the features of the male face and the structure on how a male's face is formed. Yes, I am MtF Transgender, and I am not on hormones as of yet, but I am on blockers. So my face is fairly androgynous in the fat distribution. So I'm going to show you guys how to make your face, even though it might not be 100% masculine, it may not be 100% feminine, for the androgynous look, how to look more female. Now for purposes of this video, I will be having my hair back, just so I can show you more in detail on how to do it correctly. I've only used 3 bobby pins to get my hair back. There's no hairband involved, so you don't have to worry about that. As I said, this is only for purposes of the video. I would never wear my hair out like this. If you're wondering about a video related to hair, I did make a video, and I'll link that down below. And now, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, I'm going to be using the mirror, and as you can see, I am going to be facing this way, and at the end of the video, I will be looking at the camera. So that's how I'm going to be doing this video. In this video, I'll be using Clean & Clear's deep cleansing lotion and just a standard cotton bud. Now the reason you do this is so that your face is nice and clean before you start applying anything like primer or makeup or anything related to that. I did have a shower earlier this morning, so I do apologise for my hair, but that also does help before putting on any makeup. Once you have done that, make sure you dispose of the cotton bud, as this is no longer usable. Then what you want to do is make sure you can prime or moisturise your face before doing it. I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Skin Perfection Moisturiser. You want to make sure you have a fair amount. I've just got about the size of how much you put on a toothbrush. And then what you want to do is rub that all over your face. Make sure your face is completely covered in the moisturiser. Then what I'm going to be using is another part of the L'Oreal Skin Perfection kit. This is an advanced correcting serum. What you want to do is apply about a pea-sized amount of this and put it on 2 fingers, like so. And then what you want to do is make sure you just rub the top bit of your cheek, where you'd apply blush if you were to do that. And finally, what you want to be using is another part of the Skin Perfection L'Oreal kit. This is an Awakening Correcting Eye Cream. This time you want to apply it onto your finger about the size of half of a pea. Then what you want to do is put it on the fingertips once again and make it look like you've got panda eyes. So now you should have your face fully moisturised or primed, depending on which way you choose to go. Next, what you want to do is be putting on the foundation. For this, I'm going to be using Real Techniques' pointed foundation brush. And for the foundation, I'm going to be using Rimmel London's Lasting Finish 25-Hour Comfort Foundation. This is for skin perfection and full coverage. What you would do is get the foundation and apply it very fairly, about the same amount as a pea. I like using peas in this kind of tutorial because everyone knows what a pea looks like. It's such a great, it's a great simile. Anyway, what you want to do is make sure you apply this underneath your eyes, like so. I usually do 2 splodges underneath the eyes, one on the bow of the lip, one on the chin, and then I do a line on the forehead. You may need to apply a bit more foundation because foundation is foundation and you never know exactly how much you're going to be needing to use. So I like to do a line like this. When that is done, I like to use a line under here, right on the arch of my nose and onto the bridge. This helps the face be more fully covered. Then what you want to do is just lightly share it out. Now you might think this is a lot of makeup. Now there is a reason why, and I will be explaining that later. But currently, just go along with this and make sure you have all of the face covered with foundation. So now the foundation is all on my face. And remember, when you're doing it to yourself, make sure you blend into the neck and go about to where the top of the Adam's apple would be. And remember to go into every hairline and every crease of your skin. This will help giving a more authentic and natural look. As I said earlier, you're applying a lot of makeup. Now the reason for it is because of the sponge. The beauty sponge that I have is just a regular beauty sponge. What you want to be doing with this is dabbing it on your face, like so. Once you have blended it a lot with your sponge, you just want to put that aside as you may be using it later. Then what you want to be using is the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Concealer. Now a concealer basically covers up any red marks or spots or acne or whatever, but remember to use it lightly and not apply too much. Now, once you have all the blemishes covered, you want to also draw a line straight down the middle of your nose. Now, you'll see why later. Also, what you want to be doing is going above the eyebrows like so. Just 2 little lines like that. And also underneath the lip like that. This will be all clear later in the video why you do that. Then what you want to do is move on to the powder. The powder that I'm going to be using is the Rimmel London Stay Matted, the No. 7 Blusher, and the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. For the matted powder, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques powder brush. For the blush, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Multitask brush. For the bronzer, I'm going to be using a blush contour brush. Now, I can't see anywhere on the brush what brand it is, so I apologise for that in advance. So first of all, what you want to do is get your powder brush with the matted powder. This is the one that looks like your natural skin colour. It may be a bit lighter, and lighter does help for MTF. Then what you want to do, once you've got it covered, is just lightly tap the brush. Big particles will fall off the brush, and that makes it better for the finishing look after you've applied the powder. If you feel you have applied the powder too thick, get a cotton bud with nothing on it and just lightly dab it on the areas where you feel it's too thick. If not much powder comes off from the cotton bud, then you're doing okay. Then what you want to do is the contour, and as I've already said, I'm using the Rimmel Natural Bronzer and this brush. Once you've applied the brush, remember just to give it a quick tap so all the big particles fall off. Then it's very important that you follow the following places because the male contour and the female contour are very different. What you want to start off doing is working on the temples up here, and then what you want to do is the side of the nose and your cheek here and here where your cheekbone is. You would also want to be doing the jawline and the chin. Once you have the areas marked out, then you should start brushing. I quickly just dabbed over in the certain places where I felt that I needed it more than others. When you've got it lightly dabbed onto your skin, then you can start brushing. I do this because sometimes on some days my face might look better with it in other places. This just marks it out roughly where you need to have it. Now again, what you want to do is get a cotton bud and dab it over the areas where you feel you have applied the bronzer too thick. And again, if there's not much on it, you're doing well so far. What I tend to do after I've applied the bronzer is to get the powder brush again, and it still should have remains of the powder that you already used. So you just want to quickly go over the top of the bronzer. This will help it making it look more natural and realistic for the finished look. Then what you want to do is get the blush. As I already said, this is the Multitask brush by Real Techniques and the No. 7 blush. Now very lightly, you'll apply the blush to the brush. You want to quickly tap it, as for all powders, to get the large pieces out. Then what you want to do is very, very, very lightly apply it to where the upper cheek would be. I tend to smile more when I do this because you get the perfect area where you need it to be applied. As you can see, I'm applying it very, very lightly and this will make it look subtle and not overdone. When the blush is applied, get your powder brush again and lightly dab over it. This will make it more subtle looking to others. And finally, get your cotton bud and quickly dab over where you just applied the blush. This will remove any excess powder that you may have applied over the top of the blush. As I said earlier, this video is for school and college age MTFs. So eye makeup and other facial makeup may be more difficult to hide. So this is only extra steps that I would take if I felt comfortable and I knew the school rules or college rules that were based for makeup related things. I'm going to be using the Bonjouris Paris Ultra Black Mascara, and this is going to be applied lightly to your eyelashes. As you saw, I applied the mascara very, very lightly. This is because if you apply it thickly, teachers may see it and may point it out to you. Now, I understand that some schools do allow makeup and there'll be no worry, but I do also know that some schools will have a complete makeup ban for all students. Now, I will not be using eyeliner for this video, only because I am dreadful at eyeliner, and if you use eyeliner, it does not look natural, unless you are very well at using eyeliner subtly. Also, on a similar note, I will not be using eyeshadow. This is because eyeshadow is very easy to pick up on. As we're trying to go for the subtle makeup look for schools and colleges, I suggest not using any lipstick or lip liner. Instead, use a lip balm. I'm going to be using Vaseline Petroleum Jelly Aloe Vera. It comes in a capsule like this. You want to lightly get it on your finger. But remember, petroleum jelly has a weird texture and may be weird to handle for your first time. What you want to do is just lightly apply it to your bottom lip. Then what you want to do is go. This will get it onto the top lip, and it may miss the top section of your lip, here and here. So as you have it still on, just lightly go over those areas. Then what you want to do is a tip that I learned doing a lot of performing arts. You want to get your finger and put it into your teeth. Then what you want to do is close your mouth like you're pouting. Then it will remove any excess petroleum jelly, like so. You do this so it doesn't get onto your teeth and doesn't get onto your tongue, because trust me, petroleum jelly doesn't have the nicest of taste, but then again, it doesn't taste much of anything. Then what I like to do is use the H&M perfume. Now this is just because school day, you don't want to smell overwhelming, and this is just the Cream Caramel Body Splash by H&M. I think it's in the pink collection. As well as that, it's now time to take out the hair clip. Now a bit more detail, I did use 3 bobby pins. Now they come in a collection of about 100 and they only cost me £1, and they're very good and cheap, but you can keep these or you can just get rid of them as they are that cheap. And finally what I like to use is the Percy and Reed Smooth Sealed and Facial Volumizing No Oil Oil. Okay, it's a weird name, but yeah, that's what it's called. I like to apply a little amount onto my finger, which is just like that, and it just pops, like it just pops. Listen again. I won't be using this, but just have a look what it looks like. Pop. Then what you want to do is just quickly rub it in to your fingertips like so. Not too much, and it's kind of run off my hand a bit. I'm going to use a bit on my palm. And you just want to get it on your fingertip and lightly just run it through your hair in random places, and especially on the end of your hair. Then what you want to do is lightly get a brush. I'm just using a weird detangling brush with movement on it. I got that other gift, don't judge. And you just want to just brush it into your hair like you would with any other hair product that you would use. So that's it for my school and college makeup look. Some of these makeup products are really, really cheap, and some of them can be very expensive. So before you do buy makeup, I do suggest trying to use beginner makeup kits that maybe 9-year-old girls get for Christmas. That's just a suggestion and what I did before I started to learn how to do makeup properly. As you can see, it looks very, very natural, and it looks better than I did at the beginning of the video, because at the beginning of the video, as you saw, I did not wear any makeup. So thank you guys for watching, and remember, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. If you want to see more makeup videos, tell me in the comments down below what kind of look you are looking for to pass as MTF, and that will help me grow and help you get a better understanding on what you can do to make yourself look more authentic. And on that note,